Okay, so class, now I'm going to take you over to our lesson for today. And today we're going to be talking about journals and journal writing. Do you remember on Tuesday, I talked to you really briefly about journaling, okay? And today I'm going to explain what that is and then tell you about our journaling assignment that is going to be due next week, September 11th, okay? So I want to talk to you about two different types of writing. So when we talk about writing, maybe in your mind you're thinking, oh, subjects and verbs. And yes, that's true. Do need to know about subjects and verbs as we're writing. But we also have another type of writing focus that we need to look at, and that is fluency writing. So we've got fluency writing, which is focused on the meaning of what we're writing and our support and how much examples and support that we give for our ideas. This is very important when we're writing. So we need to have good subjects and verbs, but we also need to be able to create clear meaning and support for our topics and ideas. And we want to learn how to make interesting sentences. Okay? So that's what we're going to focus on when we do journaling, is we're working on our fluency writing. Okay? The second type of writing is the structure, when we're focusing on structure, like the grammar part, the commas, the spelling, subjects and verbs. So in this chapter that we just worked in, chapter 8 here, that was all focused on the structure, right? We were looking very closely at the spelling of the verb. We were looking for conjugated verbs. Where's the subject? All that is structure writing, okay? So we haven't done any fluency writing yet, and we're going to start that next week with your journals, okay? So here's the goal for this class. We want to get a basic idea of what we need to do in order to organize our ideas into a simple paragraph and write clear, correct sentences with some variety of structure. That is the goal for level one writing, okay? Basic idea of paragraph and simple sentences that have some variety. And so the steps for that I'm doing in this class is we're starting with sentences. We're looking at the structure. And then our next step is to look at the fluency, journaling, and learning how to support an idea that we share in our writing, okay? And then in the next step, we'll look at paragraph development. So in 2 weeks, we're going to start talking about paragraphs, okay? So that's kind of to let you know the overview of this class and where we're going to be going with this, okay? Does anybody have questions about what fluency means? Like when I talk about fluency writing? Any questions? Just turn on your microphone. Okay, and I will let you know, some people do really well at fluency writing. They can write, like if I say, here's a piece of paper, I want you to write about your family and you have 20 minutes. Some students can fill up the whole page with sentences, right? And other students really struggle with fluency. And maybe in 20 minutes, they just write 3 sentences, right? So I want you to think about yourself. What are you good at and what do you need to work on? Okay? Because some people are really good at structure, but they're not good at fluency. And some people are really good at fluency, but they're not good at structure. So we're going to work on both skills in this class. So to give you a little heads up about the journals, there's going to be 3 journal assignments total for the whole course. Okay, and I'm spacing them out. Every couple of weeks, we do one. So next week is week number 3, and that's when your first journal is due, September 11th, okay? So this weekend, I'm going to post the week 3 folder, and you can go in there and open the Word document that has all the instructions, okay? And when you're ready to do your journal, you're just going to type a Word document. If you do not have Microsoft Word on your computer, then there is a way for you to get it for free using the TCC website. Okay, so if you do not have Microsoft Word, then I want you to email me this weekend and let me know that you need that. Okay, and I can help you get it, because you need to be able to type your journal in a Word document, and then you're going to save it, and then open the Blackboard journal assignment and upload your journal and submit it. Okay, so we have until next week to do that. So just to show you, I copied and pasted a couple of the journal topics here. All right, there's a lot more topics, but these are just a few. So the first journal is due in week number 3. And so you get to pick any of these topics at the where it says weeks 2 to 4. So that's your topic, is in week 3. You can describe your personality. You can describe your best friend, or you can choose the third one. What do you miss most about your home and family? These are just examples of the topic, okay? So you get to pick one of these. Do not do all of them, okay? We're only picking one topic, and you're going to write for 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes, if you only have 3 sentences, that's okay. In 20 minutes, if you have 10 sentences, that's okay. I don't care how many sentences. Some of you will have a lot, some of you will have few. Okay? The purpose of this is for you to just keep writing, keep going for 20 minutes. Okay? So that is what a journal looks like. We just write, and we don't focus a lot on subjects and verbs and commas. We don't care about that for this assignment. We just focus on getting all of our ideas on paper. Okay, so I'm going to grade this, but I do not grade your grammar and sentence structure. Okay, anybody question about journals, or kind of what they are and what's coming up?
No, teacher, not me.
Okay, I'm really excited about these because this is your time to really express yourself in sentences and in your writing. Okay, anybody else have a question? Okay, guys, well, let's do our lesson for today. I want you, if you have your book, I want you to flip over to chapter 15. Okay, this is going to be a really short lesson today. It's just 2 pages that we're covering, okay? 2 pages. So look at page 225. 225. We're looking today at some structure writing. So we're looking at simple and compound sentences. Simple and compound sentences. Okay, so when you write, you can use sentences of different lengths, like short sentences or long sentences, and you can do it combining simple sentences together to form compound sentences. So we've got two types of sentences that we're talking about in this class in the beginning here. A simple sentence has one subject and verb pair. Now remember we talked about pairs before, right? Think of a pair of shoes. You have two shoes. If you go to the shoe store and you just buy one shoe and they say, well, what about the other one? You say, no, I don't need it. That's kind of strange, right? We need two shoes. That creates a pair, and that's the same with a subject and a conjugated verb. It creates a pair, okay? So look at the example. Josh drives an ambulance. Josh drives an ambulance. Okay. So Gerardo, can you turn on your microphone? Tell me what is the subject verb pair in this sentence?
Is your driver?
Drives. Yeah.
Yes.
So what is the subject and what is the verb?
Josh is the subject and drives is the verb.
That's correct. Okay, good. So together, this is one subject verb pair. So it's kind of like Josh is your left shoe and drives is your right shoe. And together it makes one pair of shoes, right? So I want you to think of this as a pair. They are connected. That is a simple sentence. It only has one subject verb pair. Okay? Is everybody with me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What if I add a sentence? Josh and his friend drive an ambulance. Josh and his friend drive an ambulance. Does this have one subject verb pair? Anybody can answer.
Sorry, we can.
Is this still a simple sentence with one subject verb pair? What do you think?
Can you repeat the sentence, teacher, please?
My sentence
Teacher,
is
could you repeat the
you want
sentence,
me to
please?
repeat my question?
You have the question.
Yeah. My question is this one subject verb in this sentence? Is this one subject verb pair?
I'm sorry, teacher, but I cannot see the sentence, or could you repeat the sentence?
Oh, you can't see it? Oh, I forgot. I stopped sharing. Oh my gosh, I need to use a whiteboard. Okay, now you can screen. Yes.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so Josh and his friend drive an ambulance. One subject verb pair.
Yes, teacher. The subject is Josh and his friends. His friend drive.
That's correct. This is still one subject verb pair. What if I had Josh and his friend drive an ambulance and talk together? Drive an ambulance and talk together. Is this one subject verb pair? What do you guys? Yes, I think Josh and his friend is subject.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. All the subjects are on the left side of the conjugated verbs. It's still one pair. Okay? So this is my point here with you today. When we're talking about a subject and verb pair, you can still have two subjects and two verbs, but it can be one pair. One pair. Because all the subjects are on the left side, friend, and all the verbs are on the right, drive and talk. So it creates one pair. That is a simple sentence, okay? So a compound sentence has two or more subject-verb pairs, or more, okay? So look at this one, this example here. Amir is, that's a subject-verb pair. And then we have he hopes. That's another subject-verb pair. So this is one sentence because it has one period at the end, but it has two subject-verb pairs. Okay, is everybody with me? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. All right, good. We got a couple more minutes, so I want us to look at some examples here. Let's talk about how to join these. If I've got, remember we said compound sentence has two subject-verb pairs. And in the middle of the pairs, you see a comma and the word and. So these are called, this word and is called a coordinating conjunction. These join two ideas and shows the connection between them. So there are 7 different coordinating conjunctions, and we call them the fanboys because each letter of fanboys represents one of the conjunctions. For example, the F in fanboys is for, F-O-R. The A means and. That's another conjunction. Does anybody know any of the other coordinating conjunctions? Which ones are missing here? Can anybody think of those coordinations that go in the middle of the subject-verb pairs? Anybody? Go ahead and share.
Maybe between, teacher.
Between?
It's another word.
Between is a preposition.
How about but or also?
Yes. The B will be but. Okay, anything else? What about
Or?
or? Yeah, or is another one.
Oh, yeah.
So look at the screen here. I've got all 7 of the fanboys. If you go down, you can see F-A-N-B-O-Y-S, fanboys. For and nor, but or yet so. Okay? These are the little guys that you guys need to remember because we need to use these when we make a compound sentence. Compound sentence, okay? So look at my example sentence. The technician examined the x-ray, comma, you see the comma, and is one of the fanboys, okay? And then I have another subject-verb pair, he and placed, okay? Technician examined, he placed. It's got 2 subject-verb pairs. This is a compound. Okay. Anybody have question? All right. Well, let's practice together. We're going to find out if this is a compound sentence or simple sentence. Compound or simple. If it's a compound sentence, that means we need to use the comma and the fanboys. So let's see. Isabel, turn on your microphone. Can you tell me if this is compound or simple? It says the best place to eat in Fort Worth is Uncle Julio's. Their prices are a little high. What do you think about this one?
It's compound
Yes, it's compound. Why?
because they get I don't know.
Okay, it's a long sentence, maybe you say that, but we're looking for subject and verb pairs. So we have place. Place is a subject, and then is the verb. Okay, that's one pair. And then we also have they is a subject, and oh my gosh, look at me. There, I misspelled this. I did this last night and I was so tired. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So their prices. Prices is the subject, and then are is the verb. So we have two subject and verb pairs. So in the middle, we're supposed to put comma and fanboys. We need comma and fanboys. So my question, class, is what should we put after Uncle Julio's? We need to have a comma and a fanboys. So can anybody turn on your microphone, tell me what we should put after Julio's? Should we use and or yet or what? Go ahead, say it.
Teacher, I can't understand what is the fanboys.
Okay, let me go back.
Teacher, maybe I can use so.
You think so? Okay, we'll talk
Yeah.
about so, Lucia, just a moment. Sammy, these are the fanboys right here. Do you see words? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. That's
Yes.
what I call fanboys. The reason it's called fanboys is because F is for, A is for and, N means nor, B means but. So each of these, the fanboys, each letter represents one of the words. Do you understand that part?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so these are called coordinating conjunctions, and we need to use them when we're making a sentence.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, does that make
Okay.
sense? Okay, so let's go back to this one. We're going to add one of the fanboys, which is but. We're going to put but in the sentence. Now, Lucia, you said to use so, but the problem is so means a result. So means result of something. If you look at the bottom of page 226, yeah, page 226 at the bottom, it tells you the meaning of each of our fanboys words. And what we have in this sentence is we have one positive thing and one negative thing. The best place to eat is Uncle Julio's. That's positive. Their prices are a little high. Oh, that's negative. We don't like that, right? So this is called contrast. We're using but to show the contrast. Okay. Anybody have a question about that?
No, teacher. No for me.
Okay.
So, teacher,
yes,
the comma is before or after the fanboys?
before. We always put it before. Okay. We always put them before.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is save our place in this presentation, and next week we'll come back. We'll come back next week and finish talking about it. So we're going to stop for today on this. Your homework is to do page 226. If you look in your book on page 226, the only thing you need to do here is to write C for compound or S for simple. It's practice 1, okay? C for compound or S for simple. Okay, does everybody see what that is on page 226? Anybody have questions about that?
No,
No, teacher, not me.
Okay. And don't forget, guys, to finish your path builders in the My Writing Lab. I want those path builders to be finished by tomorrow night, okay? It's going to be in My Writing Lab. Just click on where it says Path Builder and then answer all the questions. I think there's 40 questions for writing skills and 40 questions for ESL skills.
Yeah, those are very difficult.
Yes, Alan, I saw yours, but you did pretty good, Alan. It's a little bit difficult because if you get all of them correct, that means they don't have anything for you to work on. Yeah, so it's good for you to be wrong.
Teacher,
Yes.
I wanted to do again one of the quiz and I couldn't. So
Right.
my understanding is that we just can do just one time.
Yes, only one time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, for the online quizzes and that sort of thing, it's just one time. You get one chance. Next week you have two post tests that you need to finish, and you are allowed to do a few questions and then come back later and finish it. But after you answer a question, you cannot go back to the same question and answer. So yeah, you only get one chance to answer a question.
Okay, teacher.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Anybody else have questions about what to do this weekend or today and tomorrow?
No, teacher.
Okay.
I have one question.
Okay, go ahead.
Assignments, we must do email for you.
The email.
teacher.
Okay, it's in Word. If you look under week 2 in Blackboard, you will see there it's assignment, practice writing assignment. And really what you're going to do is write 5 of your own sentences, and you need to label them simple or compound. Simple or compound. So we're just practicing our writing. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good question. Anybody else have a question?
No, for me, teacher.
Okay, I think this is enough work for you to do this week. So this should keep you busy until next Tuesday when So on Tuesday we'll review simple and compound sentences, and you guys can begin your journal writing as well next week. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do next week. Talk about simple and compound sentences some more. So thank you guys. That's enough for today. And I will see you at 9:30 on Tuesday.